Pierre-Cha on the terrace. Let's see what we got.
Yep. All right. Roman Reigns coming in, the big dog, to see what they can bring down here. By the way, reigning champion for like almost 1,200 days in WWE. So, huge.
Yeah, I've been saying this. Yeah. I know nothing about WWE. So
I figured. But anyway, as we get back into this game here, it looks like we got our first weapons in hand. We do have the axe for Pierre. And now we're getting that scythe in for Akane. Let's see what these players can kind of get going. Right now, we do see Akane with a slight lead. See if they can kind of find a way to extend
the real trick to scythe is, you know, you have to figure out how to get like your spacing really precise. You have to be able to get like one really good dodge read, and then you can kill your opponents off stage at basically any amount of damage whatsoever. But you just need that first initial opening. So at that point, right, you get that sidelight, and you know, you follow through with it so it doesn't pop them up. And now the question is, what do you do from here on out? Akane now just swapping over to the gauntlets instead. You're looking for that D-light, or sometimes you're just looking for that recovery, taking off that first stock, and not that much damage on the board.
Ooh, that movement to get started here on the second stock, that was crisp. And yeah, these gauntlets are putting in a lot of work right now. We do see Pierre try to create a little bit of space for himself to try to get back on that stage, but Pierre right back on the offensive.
Oh, good catch on that dodge. You have no dodge, but then, oh no, I thought we were gonna maybe see like a double recovery, maybe, you know, like a, you know, gravity cancel into anything, but instead, Pierre just able to get that punish with the down air, just has enough distance. That was the best possible distance for Hammer to be at. Gauntlets couldn't do anything else to cover that space directly above that quickly, but that was the best possible place for down air to follow through. So that's why you have to be careful about over-committing like that, especially below Hammer. But, as I was saying, all of that, Pierre-Cha just ended up cleaning Akane's second stock up. My bad.
You know, the first half of this game, I was like, all right, Akane is on fire. They're looking really good here. And then they lost that stock, first stock. I'm like, okay, you know, it's bound to happen. And then Pierre just went off for two. Like, that was tight. That was super clean. But now we're in the last stock scenario on this game one. Nobody having a very strong lead. Akane does hold it at the moment, though. Look at these gauntlets, man. The work they're putting in.
Dodging, looking for that neutral, just weaving in and around, just looking for anything against Pierre, but able to get that down air. Okay, doesn't actually connect that side light, that neutral light, excuse me. Gets that D light and just continuing to juggle, dealing so much damage. Wow.
Oh, okay. Definitely looking a little bit tough here. Both of them whipping some moves, which could be hard punished. It's just neither of them are really converting on that right now. Maybe there's some nerves going on here already in game one, which can lead to some pretty exciting scenarios, but some pretty spaghetti moments as well. And right now, we do have the gauntlets looking for a way to close out this final stock, but we do see Pierre pick up the hammer. And we know how Taros hurts. It could be a stock gone very quickly, but going off stage here is Akane, trying to find a way to close it out. They do get it with the recovery, and they take game one.
That is the beauty of having such, you know, a KO option that covers that amount of space like Gauntlet Recovery. Because the goal is, hey, I just need to be under this opponent. That is my win condition. I need to be under them. As long as I am under them, I can then, you know, just sort of figure out and telegraph when are they going to touch the side of the stage. I just have to position myself under them that one time. It's okay if there's like a little bit of vertical distance between us. I can connect this recovery as long as they touch that stage first. And that's exactly what happened. Akane able to clean that up really nicely, able to close out that game. But that game was incredibly back and forth.
And it looks like we're going to be getting a little bit of a switch up coming into this next game. Pierre going to be sticking with Roman Reigns. Which by all means, it was looking good. There's a couple flub moments, but like if you're so comfortable in this, definitely stay with it. But Akane looks like they're going to be taking Petra here, and Petra also a hard-hitting champ with the gauntlets and the orb, and their orb is just it's definitely terrifying. Like the amount of power that comes out of that, the signatures, it's dangerous. It's just so crazy.
Okay, they're going to be going on over to game number 2. I don't think there were any character switch-ups. Oh, actually, no, I completely lied. Akane is going to be switching on over to the Petra. Yeah, wow, a little bit of orb action here. I'm trying to figure out what the reasoning is, especially because they won the first game. And so if somebody's like switching off, it's like, okay, you know what? The scythe didn't do a lot. I just looked at that damage and I was like, oh yeah, the scythe definitely paled in comparison to the gauntlets. So we'll just have to see how game number 2 goes.
I mean, there's also the fact that Petra just delivers like some harder hits as well. Like they have some of the highest power in the game. So that could be part of it too. They just want to capitalize more on the damage that they're getting, especially when dealing with, you know, Roman Reigns, Taros, who can output a lot of damage for themselves. So on top of having the gauntlets, which is already a quicker weapon, you're able to rack up damage that much faster.
Looking for the jump call out after the neutral light by using the Sido. It didn't connect. Gets one Sido, gets Pierre off stage here. Now what's going to happen? Pierre just looking through this opening, not swinging, and then just getting in there. That was perfect. Pierre didn't press anything. Just waited through the right opening, and then called out Akane's movement.
Yeah, you know, this might be a situation where, hey, like, I understand the idea. In practice, it's great, but in theory right now, or in theory, it's great. In practice, it's not working out. I had totally mixed that up. But either way, you're able to take a stock back here. The recovery, just not enough resources to get back to the stage. And now both players armed and ready to go. And we see Pierre racking up some nice damage, trying to find a way to close out this stock as fast as possible. And again, Taros does that damage to make it happen.
You've got no dodge. You got no dodge. And finally, Pierre was able to get it back and finally able to just escape that blender. But Akane took full advantage of that position. Yeah, the execution was excellent on those gauntlet combos.
All right, gets the recovery. Not going to be able to close up the stock there. Whoa!
Whoa!
They certainly tried that time. That was really close. They might be able to close that one. Yep.
To get hit for whiffing that. Pierre really wanted to, and then Akane said, nope, I still have time to press Sido. I'm still going to make this my turn. Yeah, a little bit tragic for Pierre, because typically when somebody commits like that and they miss, you have to punish them.
All right. Ooh, okay. Interesting try to get that counter hit in there. Just was not fast enough. I do like the attempt, though. All right, gets the Sair to close out that second stock. And a bit of damage difference. And this could be a problem moving forward. Again, like, both characters do a lot of damage, so, like, it could easily be caught up to. But I was about to say, oh, that is huge. That is dangerous. I can't. No.
Oh,
okay.
What? What happened?
All right. I was like, cool. Akane's got this game. They don't need, you know, they got the hit. They don't need to go back out there. And then they went down for like a secure moment.
I need to see that last stock. Oh, yeah. I need to see the replay on that last stock like ASAP. Please, replays coming clutch. Okay. Right. Akane off stage, goes through that down, and then Pierre gets that hit. That should the chase dodge up. But was it a trade? Oh, I still missed like that last moment. What was that last? Typically, you get that hit, and then you're able to get that chase dodge up, and then you're able to make it back onto the stage. It's typically what happens. But Akane was still able to close it out from that low.
I think he was just out of resources, so he just was not able to get to it and just maybe didn't react in time. So one way or the other, I mean, it is what it is. And getting into our next game, we'll see how this plays out. Game 3. Akane has taken both games so far, looking very strong. It looks like the switch to Petra has definitely helped out a little bit.
Okay, Akane. Once again, just going to be looking for some of these side lights. Able to get that neutral and then into the recovery as well. Pierre is getting some big hits in. Akane initiating, whipping that D-light, and just giving an opening to be punished.
Okay. Offstage. Woo! Huge ground pound to get things started here in this game 3. A strong lead as well. Now, granted, you got to make sure that you keep the pressure up. You want to keep this lead going as much as possible because this is Taros you're fighting.
Getting in there with the Sido, just getting him off stage yet again. Akane just holding onto the stage and almost getting that dodge punished too. But now look at the position that you are in off stage. Oh, gets that side light, gets that recovery as well. Ooh. Really good dodge, really good punish. Pierre had no dodge that whole time. Wow.
All right, well, hey, I think this might be a wrap. Unless Pierre has something in the gas tank to kind of, you got to go full throttle. It's full speed ahead. Put all the fuel in. I need to see what you're made of, Pierre, because right now you're facing elimination. All right, there we go. Gets the orb.
Just getting that jump.
Okay. As these two dance around, both of them not wanting to take the opening shot because punishes are huge right now. And as you can see, Akane definitely respects their opponent and does not want to give any opening they don't need to. They got a strong lead. You want to maintain that as much as possible because momentum can swift very, very easily.
Goes through the GC side light, not able to find it, comes back in with the side. Okay, this is Pierre's edge going through. How do you go about this? You're looking to punish the end of the recovery, but you're up a little bit too high. You miscalculated the distance that it would travel, and now as a result, Akane made it back onto the stage, and Akane, okay, really good stuff. The end of that dodge getting punished. Pierre just able to catch that landing.
Pierre is showing us what they're made of right now. But you still got a little bit more to go, and almost losing the stock in that recovery. That would have been super dangerous. Oh, you committed way too hard, and that might be it for you. No! Akane wasn't able to clutch it out. That's so unfortunate.
Just looking through that side light. You need that D-light. You need that side light just to at least put them into that 50-50. And Akane is just looking through the jump call out. Okay, that time Pierre dodge didn't actually just jump into the recovery. Akane, orb in hand. Now you want a side light. You have to stay away, or in that case, you don't even need a side light. You can just connect that side. Akane closing out that game, closing out that set, and taking it 3-0.
Yeah, that was a little too close for comfort at the end there, but you got to hand it to Akane, you know, clutching out, maintaining their composure, and going the distance on this one.